Did you know that 85% of men fail to recognize the signs of infidelity until it's too late? Let's face it, most of us believe we'd never miss the signs, but here's the harsh truth. Women can be incredibly subtle and strategic when it comes to hiding their actions. Today we're diving into the 10 phrases women often use when they're cheating, phrases that seem harmless on the surface, but carry a world of hidden meanings. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to protect yourself from betrayal. Stay with me, because this isn't just about uncovering the truth. It's about taking control of your life and relationship. Relationships are built on trust. But what happens when that trust is eroded? What happens when that trust is overly abused? Cheating isn't always as blatant as people think. Unlike men, who may leave obvious clues, women often rely on emotional and psychological strategies to cover their tracks. These tactics can leave you questioning your reality. Let's talk about the words they use. Words are powerful, and when used strategically, they can hide actions that would otherwise be suspicious. The phrases I'm about to reveal are often used as shields, excuses, or deflections, a subtle way to mask the truth. Have you been paying attention to what she's really saying? Let's uncover the truth. 1. He understands me so well. When she constantly brings up someone else, especially with admiration, it's a red flag. Emotional cheating often begins with someone who makes her feel understood in a way she claims you don't. This isn't just casual conversation, it's the foundation of a deeper connection. For example, if she's frequently praising a coworker or gym buddy and comparing him to you, it's time to pay attention. Studies show that emotional affairs are the gateway to physical ones, with over 70% of physical affairs starting as just friendships. If you hear this phrase often, don't dismiss it as harmless. Start observing her behavior. Has she started texting or calling this person outside of normal hours? Does she light up when she talks about him? These could be signs that the emotional bond is crossing boundaries. Stay aware and observe. You deserve better. 2. I'm just going out with the girls. On the surface, this phrase seems innocent, but how often is she saying it? Is she vague about the details? Cheaters often rely on routine excuses to avoid suspicion. For instance, if she's suddenly going out more frequently or becomes defensive when you ask simple questions, there's a reason to be cautious. Let's not forget the statistics. 40% of affairs begin in social settings, like a night out with friends. If her outings are paired with secrecy, such as locking her phone or being unreachable, this could be her way of covering her tracks. Pay close attention to patterns. Does she often change her appearance before going out? Is she coming home much later than expected? These are clues that something might not be adding up. 3. I need more time for me. Everyone deserves personal space, but context matters. If she's asking for space while simultaneously becoming more distant, emotionally or physically, it's a warning sign. Often this space is a cover for spending time with someone else. For example, if she's suddenly picking up new hobbies or interests that exclude you, ask yourself why. Cheaters often create a separate life to accommodate their actions. Emotional distance can be as telling as physical absence, so pay attention to how much space she's taking. Does she seem less interested in spending time with you? Has her tone become colder or dismissive? Remember, healthy relationships involve balance, but too much distance can mean she's prioritizing someone else. 4. I'm staying late at work. This is a classic excuse. Work commitments are common, but repeated late nights without clear explanations can signal trouble. If she's suddenly working overtime or has unexpected meetings, it might be worth digging deeper. Think about this. Does she become defensive when you ask about her work schedule? Does she suddenly keep her phone out of reach or avoid sharing details about her job? Studies show that 36% of cheaters use work as a cover, making it the perfect excuse. If her late nights are increasing, it's time to ask questions. Pay attention to whether her explanations hold up over time. For example, has her paycheck or workload actually increased to match these new overtime hours? Small inconsistencies can reveal bigger truths. 5. I think we need some time apart. When a partner suggests taking a break, it's often a prelude to something bigger. This phrase can be used as a strategic move to create distance and explore other options without feeling guilty. For instance, if she's pushing for time apart but not providing clear reasons, it's a sign she's already emotionally checked out. Cheaters often use this tactic to ease their conscience while maintaining the appearance of being honest. Don't fall for the "we need time to grow" narrative. It could be her way of paving the path for infidelity. Additionally, observe her actions during this time apart. Is she more active on social media or going out more frequently? These behaviors can provide critical clues about her intentions. 6. You deserve someone better than me. This phrase might sound humble, but it's often a veiled attempt to deflect guilt. By saying this, she's acknowledging her own behavior without admitting it outright. It's a way to justify her actions while planting the seed for separation. Cheaters use this phrase to shift responsibility. Instead of owning up to their actions, they make you feel like they're doing you a favor. This tactic is emotionally manipulative, leaving you questioning your worth. Don't let it undermine your confidence. If you hear this phrase, it's time to reassess the dynamic of your relationship and determine whether her words align with her actions. Is she subtly distancing herself or creating scenarios where you're left feeling inadequate? 7. You're being paranoid. If she dismisses your concerns as paranoia, it's often a way to invalidate your feelings. This phrase is designed to make you second-guess your instincts, which is exactly what a cheater wants. It's an emotionally charged response meant to make you feel guilty for questioning her behavior, even when the signs are right in front of you. For instance, if you notice changes in her behavior, like increased secrecy around her phone or becoming overly defensive when you casually ask who she's texting and bring it up, her response might be, "You're imagining things," or "You're always looking for something that's not there." This is a classic deflection tactic designed to keep you off her trail. It makes you feel like the problem lies with you, not her suspicious actions. Research on relationship dynamics reveals that people who are unfaithful often resort to psychological manipulation to maintain their facade. Your instincts are often sharper than you think, and if her words are making you doubt what you see and feel, it's a deliberate attempt to cloud your judgment. Remember, the more she dismisses your concerns as paranoia, the more you should pay attention to the patterns. Trust your gut. It rarely lies. 8. It's not like that. You're imagining things. Gaslighting is one of the most powerful tools in a cheater's arsenal. When she says, "It's not like that, you're imagining things," she's trying to make you question your own perception of reality. It's a psychological tactic designed to create self-doubt and undermine your confidence. Over time, repeated exposure to this kind of manipulation can make you hesitant to trust your instincts, which is what she is aiming for. This phrase is particularly common when there's clear evidence of suspicious behavior. For example, if she's texting someone late at night and you question it, her immediate reaction might be, "He's just a friend. Stop being dramatic." Or if you find her being evasive about her whereabouts, she might say, "Why do you always think the worst of me?" These dismissive statements are meant to not only invalidate your concerns, but also shift the focus back onto your supposed overreaction. What's critical here is consistency. If you notice a pattern where your concerns are repeatedly met with phrases like, "You're imagining things," it's not just an isolated defense. It's a deliberate strategy. Over time, this can erode your sense of reality, making you feel like you're the problem. Don't ignore these red flags. If her behavior doesn't match her words, trust your observations and don't let her gaslighting pull you into a spiral of doubt. 9. Why don't you trust me? This phrase is a classic guilt trip designed to make you feel like the bad guy for questioning her actions. By asking, "Why don't you trust me?" She's not addressing your concerns. Instead, she's flipping the script to make you feel insecure about your own emotions. It's a clever manipulation tactic because it preys on your fear of being perceived as overly controlling or unreasonably suspicious. For instance, if you ask about her sudden change in behavior, such as spending less time with you or becoming overly protective of her phone, her response might be, "Don't you trust me?" This phrase puts you on the defensive, You might start second-guessing whether your questions are justified, and in the process, you let the real issue slide. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual trust, but that trust is built on transparency and consistency. A partner who cares will address your concerns openly instead of using your trust as a shield for suspicious behavior. Remember, questioning her actions isn't a lack of trust, it's seeking clarity. If trust is being used as a tool to silence you, it's time to reconsider the dynamics of your relationship. 10. You're too controlling. Accusing you of being controlling is another way cheaters deflect suspicion. It's a defensive mechanism meant to shift the focus from her questionable behavior to your supposedly unreasonable demands. By framing your concerns as overbearing, she's trying to make you back off and feel guilty for even asking questions. For example, if you ask about her increasing secrecy, unexplained absences, or changes in routine, she might respond with something like, "You're suffocating me," or "I need space, you're always watching me." While independence is an important part of any relationship, transparency is equally crucial. Don't let her accusations of being controlling deter you from seeking the truth. Cheaters often manipulate narratives to make you question your own intentions. They know that men in particular fear being seen as overly controlling or insecure, so they exploit this vulnerability to evade scrutiny. The key is to remain calm and firm. Stick to your observations and frame your concerns in a way that focuses on behavior, not blame. For instance, instead of saying, "You're hiding something," you could say, "I've noticed some changes lately, and it's making me feel uneasy. Can we talk about it?" This approach reduces her ability to label you as controlling while still addressing the issue directly. Ultimately, the truth lies in actions, not words. If she's constantly accusing you of being controlling while refusing to address valid concerns, it's a clear sign she's trying to deflect attention from her own behavior. Stay confident, focus on the facts, and trust your ability to see through the manipulation. The stakes couldn't be higher. Ignoring these phrases can lead to prolonged deception, emotional trauma, and the collapse of your relationship. Recognizing the signs early empowers you to take control, confront the truth, and make the right decisions. So, have you heard any of these phrases before? If so, let us know in the comments below. Maybe it is time to take a closer look at your relationship. Remember, awareness is the first step to protecting yourself and what truly matters. If you found these insights valuable, like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting insights. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.